Hi and welcome back to another Amazon seller video. I am out here in Phoenix, Arizona, but in reality I'm actually in Nevada getting on a houseboat to take a much needed vacation. I haven't taken a break or a vacation since January of 2019, and if you know me, you know that I like to vacation annually, so it's been really hard, and I would love to say that it's because of COVID, but it's not actually. It's just because I've been working so hard. Last year my YouTube kind of started getting bigger and I was helping more sellers on a larger scale, making the content that you guys wanted to know, making the guides that you needed, making the new beginner FBA selling course. So it's been a lot of work, like 12, 16-hour days, 7 days a week. So I am super excited to take a little break. But don't worry, I'm not taking a break from YouTube. I'm actually filming a bunch of videos in the next 2 days to have content for you while I'm on vacation. So I will still be around commenting on YouTube and all of that, but just taking, a work break, kind of. So if you're new to my channel, I apologize. That is the longest intro that has nothing to do with the video that I've ever done. But my name is Nikki Kirk, and today I am setting up and using a Rollo printer for the first time. So pretty much since I started selling almost 4 years ago, I've heard about people talking about the Dymo printers, and then the Rollo printer kind of came on the scene, or I just started hearing about it, either way. And then in February I did a giveaway where I just asked on Instagram, doing stories like, what's a need that you have that money actually can buy? I was really lucky that I got to help people with car payments, buying a new baby stroller. One teacher needed books. This was in February, so it was Black History Month, so she needed books for her first or second grade class, I can't remember. So I was able to give her money to buy books. And they sent me a bunch of cards, which I'm going to do a video on because they are so stinking cute, and I need to send it to them so they can watch it. It'll probably be summer by then, but anyways, it was just too cute. But a lot of people also wanted a Rollo printer, and I was like, okay, well, I don't use a Rollo printer. For years I have been using first an inkjet and then this little laser printer. So that's what I used forever, and up until today I still use it. When people kept asking about a Rollo, I did another giveaway on YouTube just for straight Rollos. So that giveaway, I gave away 5 Rollos on that time, and I thought, you know what, let me just see what all the fuss is about and get a Rollo printer. Side note, I am taking a break from giveaways for May, but I'll be back in June with more giveaways on YouTube and Instagram on Fridays, so stay tuned for that. But now I got my very own Rollo printer and I'm going to set it up today. I've got a shipment going, and so I'm just going to unbox it and see what all the fuss is about. So here it is. I got it off Amazon, of course. I'm going to link everything that I bought below. As always, you can get all my supplies that I use through Amazon. The thing that I've heard, and I know is true because people do it, is that if you actually set up a free UPS account, you can get all the labels for free. I just never have done that part yet, so I went ahead and just bought labels on Amazon. So I have the Rollo 4x6 shipping labels, so this should be all my shipping labels to Amazon FBA as well as FBM orders, I believe. And then I love Spartan Industrial, so they had labels for it, and because I love their poly bags, I just thought I'd support them some more and get their labels. So this is all the stuff. Now let me start opening it. Oh, I also got, this is something that I guess you put in the back of it and it rolls the labels or holds it or something. I don't know. If you already use a Rollo and you're watching this, you're probably dying right now, but let me just explain what a Rollo printer is because I forgot that part. It's a thermal printer, so it doesn't take any ink. It just uses heat and the special labels to, make the print that needs to be on the label on there. So that's what it is. Like I said, I used to use an inkjet printer, just a free printer that I already had, so I used that. Then I finally got a laser because I got tired of buying so much ink all the time, and now I have this one. So this will be my 3rd printer in 4 years. Okay, so let's get rid of the old printer and start the unboxing of the new one. So this is telling you to call them, which I have actually heard that if you call them, if you have any kind of problems, that they're really helpful. So, I mean, I could just Google the phone number, so I'm gonna throw this away, but just wanted to point that out. And they also have something about discounts, UPS or USPS. So now I have something that's telling me about printing the labels, but I did Google, and there's a Chrome extension for Chrome browser which actually works on Amazon, and so when you go to print the labels, which we'll get to in a second, it has a new button next to it that wasn't there before. So normally, it says 30 up and you hit print labels. Now it has a Rollo printer button, so we'll see how that goes. Alcohol cleaning wipes, I don't know what that's for. Should probably find out. The power cable. And the printer. It's definitely smaller than my other printer, which is nice, especially living in an RV. This is probably to hardwire it into my laptop. Oh hey, free labels. That's cool. Oh, I guess you have, this is called folding, and then there's also round rolls. I'm pretty sure based on the box that I got more folding labels, but that's cool to know that it comes with some shipping labels. So if you ever need to clean the printer head, that's where you would use the alcohol wipes. It says not to use water, so that's probably why they give them to you. I'm just supposed to pull this out, I guess. Am I ruining it? I don't know. Okay, so really quickly, to use the Chrome extension for Amazon printing labels, you have to have a free Rollo account. So all you do is just sign up for it. All it's asking for is your email, first name, last name, phone number, and there you go. So you just set up your account, and then now your Chrome extension will work, and you have to log in. I didn't save my password, so I had to go through that whole forgot password, so save your password. So here's a step I missed already because I'm so used to using Wi-Fi printers. I actually do have to connect it to my laptop. So I'm gonna connect it and then it should work. Now I need to install a driver, okay? Okay, so now that I plugged it into the laptop and I went and downloaded the driver from rollo.com/driver, then it says you select thermal printer from the use drop-down menu. I'm selecting the software now. Search for Rollo printer. I guess I didn't fully install it, so here we go. There it is. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, so now I'm gonna open up the label holder, just see what that's about. So the one I got, I think it was $20, and it actually will do both flat fold or rolled. I think my FNSKU labels are rolled and then the other ones are flat. So I know people actually get 2 Rollo printers, one for both, because I will have to be changing out when I'm printing the different things. I mean, the Rollo printer in general already seems like a luxury, so who knows, maybe I'll get to the point where I have 2. I also don't think you need this. I've heard people have just like a little basket in the back that they will keep the rolled so that it just holds it in place, and then the fold can just be placed behind it, is my understanding, and it'll just pick it up and go. Ta-da! This is the Rollo 4x6 500 labels, which is a lot of labels. I had to get, so I think this was a double pack. When I open it, I'll see, I think there's 2 rolls because it was only $1,000 a roll, and if every shipment I do is like 300, that's like 3 shipments. So I feel like I'm gonna go through those really quickly. These are the ones you can get for free from UPS if you set up a free UPS account. Actually, if you have a house and you don't move around like me, then you can also have UPS come and pick up your packages. I think you schedule it like once a week or something. I'm not 100% because I don't do it, but that is another perk of a UPS account. These seem small. So it says it's 10 rolls of the 1,300 labels per roll. Oh my god, did I get the wrong ones? These seem really small. These are 2x1. We'll see. Okay. Slide the button to open the cover. That would be this, but first I need to turn it off. Okay, now So it has these little purple guides. Alright, so now I put the label in. Use that as a guide. Still all these cables. I will say this so far, if I have to have it plugged into my laptop every time, it's going to be really annoying. Turn it back on and wait 5 seconds. Press and hold the feeder button until you hear a beep. So I guess this dot is the feeder button. Apparently now it's ready to go. It knows what labels I have. Okay, so now back to the Amazon page. From what I've been told from Becky, thank you Becky for the heads up, sometimes your labels will print landscape instead of portrait or the other way around, not 100%, but if they're printing the wrong way, there's a fix and there's a guy on YouTube who has it. I don't know anything more, but probably I will find it and I'll link it below in this video. So if there's ever something wrong where it's printing the wrong way, you can either call Rollo or head to YouTube and figure it out. So now back on my Amazon page. So once you have the Chrome extension and you're logged in, you can hit here, Rollo labels, and then it will download them. It converts them so that it's all going to print in one long sheet instead of the 30 up like it normally does. These look so small, I'm a little scared they're not going to work, but let's try it out. So clearly, I bought the wrong size. That or I'm going to do some more research and figure out what the problem was because half the barcode is cut off. So, even though Rollo says a 2x1 will work for FN SKUs, since they say it does, I'm assuming there's a way to fix it. But right now, I mean, the printing of it was easy enough. And it won't smudge like my laser and inkjet do because it's thermal printed. So, I mean, once I got it set up, it was easy. But I'm going to do a little more research, turn the AC on, and see if I can figure it out. Okay, so I think I figured it out. So I didn't actually select over here when you print your labels, it has these different options, right? And I've always just used the 30 up because that's what the regular US letter is. So I did some research and realized that at 2 inches is 50 millimeters. So technically my labels are 50 by 25. That's not an option, so I just picked the closest one. And now since I've changed that, when I hit Rollo labels, it's gonna pop up hopefully one that fits my labels. I should have probably planned this one out a little more, but here we go, real time figuring it out. Okay, so these look smaller. Now let's see. Oh. It's still printing the bad ones. I don't know if I know how to fix that, so I just want to print them. 224 bad ones. Alright, so those are all the garbage ones, or we'll make confetti. Ah, here comes mine. Oh, they fit! They fit on there, so it does really work. Now, they worked! So now I can get to labeling my products and continue on with the shipment. So I will see you back here when I'm ready to have my shipping labels printed, and we will see how hard it is to change this out. So you have to make sure on your printing labels, if you're using the 2x1, then it's the last one on there, which is 44 up. But definitely just look. All I did was Google what is 2 inches in millimeters, and then I just picked the one closest to that. So whatever labels you end up getting, just double check that way. And yeah, so now I'm gonna head off, turn the AC back on, and label. Okay, so I got everything boxed up twice. Do you ever have a shipment that seems like it should be easy and then something happens and it's like so much longer than it should have been? I couldn't send one of the items in, which of course when I went and like took it off the shipments, which I had already boxed up how they wanted it, then it messed everything up and it makes it so like everything's going to different warehouses. So I had to open some of the boxes, redo it all, and repackage them to the new shipments, but I did it. So Using these labels, the FNSQ labels on these new Rollo printers was actually really cool because I realized on my old labels, which were either laser or inkjet, I could never just like push it because it would smear the label, and now I could just like push it on there nicer. So random, but that was nice, and so something to get used to. So now I'm going to switch out the labels. It should be as easy as opening it and then just pulling that thing out. I'm just going to use the free labels they sent me because I only have, I think, 5 boxes, so these will be just enough. So let me switch out the labels. So back here on my Amazon shipping screen, again, it has the extension, so I'm saying I'm shipping it today, which is May 5th. So we're gonna hit Rollo labels. I'm gonna have to do the printer. So this is what I was talking about as far as landscape and portrait. So it's the wrong way, so I need to have it the other way. So, oh, I see. I needed to select this thermal printing paper. Ooh, we're getting there. I probably should have watched the YouTube of how to do this. Welcome to what it's like to be me. Oh, that looks better. Although if I have to keep doing that printer size every time, that's gonna be real annoying. But here, let's give it a shot. Oh man. This video took a turn, you guys. Okay. This is probably why they give you the tester labels. Okay. What is happening? I don't even know how to make it stop. It just keeps printing one square of the label. And then nothing. I'm just gonna hit print as it is and see what that does. Okay. And we're gonna pause while I figure out what's going on. So I got it to work, and I'm not entirely sure how, but I used every single one of those labels that came with it because it kept printing everything weird. And it says online you could cancel the print job by like turning it on and off, but that didn't work. I tried it multiple times. So I ended up unplugging it from the printer, or unplugging it from the computer, turning it off, and like waiting a while I figured out everything else. And then that finally cleared it. So now I've got it. Here's what I think I did. We're gonna see if I can replicate it. So I am still having to hit that special like preview to see it as a 4x6 because it has all these weird print number pages. But I was able to just print it from here and then you can see it. I made sure to choose 4x6 and it worked. And this time it didn't skip a label. The first time it had a label skip in between. And how can I just print one label? So I'm gonna print the rest of my box labels, and I'm kind of over this shipment. I don't even know how great this video was or if it's worth watching, but I'm gonna put it out there anyways. The jury's out on the Rollo because it seems like a lot of work. I'm sure once I get it handled it will be fine, but you know, who wants to learn something after packing up a huge shipment in Phoenix where it's 90 degrees outside? So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you liked this video, if you want to see more of me just attempting random stuff, or if there's something you want to watch me attempt. I don't really know, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to be out there drinking on a boat somewhere right now. I will see you here Sunday for another new Amazon selling video. Thanks.